Alrighty guys, welcome back to Five Nine Gaming. Today we have a special video regarding Dragon Ball Legends. We're going to be reviewing some of our favorite card arts within the game, our top 10s respectively, right? I am Azdik. Today I will be joined by Battlemore, and before we actually dive into the video, let us know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite arts within the game itself. And remember, this is a heavily biased list, right? Art is definitely going to some people are going to like the art, some people aren't going to like the arts. This is definitely just not end all be all. Make sure you guys do drop a like, a comment, maybe even consider hitting subscribing, following us on all of our social media platforms. Let's go ahead and dive right in.
Hey guys, Goresh here. Just wanted to give you all a quick update that we are planning on dropping some new merch very soon. Now, it's been a very long time since we've done anything merch related, so for those of you who are interested in potentially grabbing some 5-9 merch, we will be doing some announcements soon. I expect when this video drops, probably following within the next few days, we will have the exact date and time announced somewhere for when the merch will be dropping, but keep your eyes peeled if you're interested. On top of that, Talon and I are planning on doing a live stream. The premise behind the stream is going to be for me and him to both discuss basically us living in Japan, answer questions, stuff like that. So we will let you guys know ahead of time when that's going to be coming out as well, when we're planning on doing that, along with the merch drop. So again, keep your eyes peeled. We'll come back soon with an update. Hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Number 10. For me, it is Pikkon, the red Pikkon for be exactly. When he was released, he was one of the coolest units to be arriving with two arts. One when he has his base form and when he has his based all cloak. And then when he removes it just to fight Goku with using his final attack. The burning attack. I don't know what it's called, but it is awesome.
Okay, so your 10th slot is Pikkon then?
Yes.
That's actually kind of crazy. I think I think that actually might be a hot take, but I respect it. I definitely respect you for putting that as your 10th slot. I think honestly I'm gonna have to match your energy right here for my 10th slot. Definitely coming from a ton of bias. I have LF Goten. Right, so as you guys, in case you guys do not know, Goten is like my favorite character in the franchise right here. So I'm like a massive fan of the art. I do not like the art with the Zenkai overlay on it, so I always do find myself changing the illustration back to the original. But just having like the Goku family in the art, I think is what really sells it for me, right? Because you do have like Goku right there in the background, you have the Gohan in the background doing the family Kamehameha, and I think that's probably like one of my favorite moments across all the movies, right? And I'm not even really a massive fan of the Broly movies after the first one. I still enjoy all of them, but that moment specifically is probably my favorite moment across all the Broly movies, was the family Kamehameha.
Number 9. The Kaioken Goku, the green Kaioken Goku when he fought Frieza, with his 20 times Kaioken. I like the art, it's brimming with the flame, his entire body red of power just to have that burst of damage against Frieza, to just poof, not work at all against Frieza. I really like the art. It looks like he's flaming up with rage, and yeah, like full on red berserk. Just looks fine art to me.
I think it actually looks pretty good too, especially all things considered right there. And Kaioken is definitely a respectable pick right there. I'm not gonna lie, I like that one too. For me, for my number 9 slot, I went ahead and went more with the nostalgia factor. I don't think this is currently like up to par with the arts that we have been getting, but back in its day, I think this is one of the coolest arts in the game right here, was from the red Super Gogeta. Again, I'm not a big fan of the Zenkai overlays, right? So I usually try to have the art up without that, but him, when you have like the secret art on it and stuff like that, like Goku and Vegeta pop up like as Super Saiyans like in the background, and I think that was like the blueprint for how the current like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, how it has like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta in the background. I really did like that a lot, so that's why I feel like he's deserving of the number 9 slot for me.
Oh, that's respectable. I mean, I do like the art too. Like, the Zenkai art is because it's shining, but I do like the background arts. They are lots of fun to watch, especially Gogeta. Number 8. Super Saiyan Gohan LF, the revived Gohan. When he transforms into Super Saiyan 2, they're just brimming with energy. It is similar to Kaioken Goku, really, on my number 9 spot. But the number 8 spot, I feel like this Gohan is really good to have, just to have that Super Saiyan 2 energy. Especially that movie was so much fun to watch because we saw Krillin talking about Sanya. We saw Tien and Trunks fight. Damn, we need the Tien from that movie. And then Hercules talking it just to make sure a kid is happy in this tournament. It's just so much fun.
Okay, I agree. You know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly, I wish if I could go back and remake the list, I probably would have swapped out my unit to kind of like match up with you a little bit. I really like the drip Trunks a lot. The Princess Trunks, that's probably, but more so, I like his game model than his art. His art is solid, but I really like the game model of that Trunks a lot. But for my slot 8, I actually have the DBS Frieza. Right, he doesn't. I mean, it may not look like nothing too much like at first glance, but the way that he's just like has like the Dragon Balls in the art and they're just kind of like floating up and down like that. I'm not a big fan of the villains in the Dragon Ball series. Like, I'm not a massive fan of the villains, other than I would say Goku Black, obviously, Frieza, and then Broly. The other ones aren't necessarily too stand out to me, but this Frieza art right here, I definitely do enjoy it, especially since you have like the looming presence of both Broly and Paragus right there in the background as well.
Number 7. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the LF one. Well, for me, a reason why he is so low on the list is because I found more art more intriguing. But the Gogeta is a really good art, and it's one of the iconic moments in Dragon Ball GT at the very end, and it was very good.
Yeah, probably the best moment, like literally the best moment of GT. I think that's Super Saiyan 4 in general, and then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is really what's kind of saved GT in a way, like salvaged it. Right? Without that, I don't think GT would have ever gotten any sort of love. But interestingly enough, since you have the route of the monkey right here on that slot, I have the route of the gods. And my 7th slot, I have the Super Saiyan God Goku. And this is actually my favorite form to come out of Super. Like, I like Ultra Instinct a lot too, don't get me wrong. And well, obviously there's other forms that come out during the manga that I'm not necessarily going to go ahead and spoil, but out of like the Super Saiyan gods and stuff like that, I prefer this form way more so over than the blue. Right? I think this right here, it looks so sleek, it looks clean. And then this art specifically, to me, when this unit head came out, he came out right alongside the Beerus, right before he even got the legendary finish. He was just a Legends Limited character, and I thought I 100% immediately in my mind, I was like, this God Goku looks way cooler, and I wanted him way more than the Beerus itself.
Like, that Goku was so good, it was insane. Also, with the C ability, it helps a lot too.
Oh yeah, please just Zenkai this, man. Toshi, please.
Number 6, LF Cooler. The very recent LF Cooler, where the art has the sun in his hand and throws it away at the opponent. The art looks very basic, but the cooler itself looks so good with the shadings and everything. And his different art that on the side, where you can see the Super Saiyan Goku, we see Krillin, Gohan, Piccolo, and the base form cooler just be from the movie is just awesome too. It's too bad it wasn't the same similar art as the cooler we see in the picture. That would have been awesome. But yeah, I do really like this cooler's art.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's actually really good. It's interesting too, because for the audience, this list was so hard to make. I think for both of us, I can speak for both of us here, is because majority of the arts in Dragon Ball Legends are just so well done. It's actually hard to find the bad arts. I think that's gonna have to be a future video right there, is where we actually just get the worst of the arts of Dragon Ball Legends, because everything almost feels like impeccable. And I'm gonna be real honest, I'm gonna have to go throw this out there. I do feel like Legends has the upper hand when it comes to arts between the Battle of Legends versus Dokkan. But that's just me. You guys may have a different opinion. But for my pick right here on this slot, on the 6th slot, I do have LF Full Power Frieza. And I already just said that I'm not a massive fan of the villains, but I really can't count them out when it comes to the art in Dragon Ball Legends. I really like this guy's art a lot, the full power yellow Frieza, right? Not only just on the base, like what you have right here, like all the shading and stuff like that, just like the glowing, the effects as well, but even like Super Saiyan Goku in the background right there, like he's not like the wind's like flowing in his hair and stuff like that, and you even have the secret arts where you'll flip it over to the side and you get an extra little image of the Frieza versus Super Saiyan Goku standoff. I think this one's like I think this is like a beloved art. Like I feel like this is an iconic art even.
Number 5, Android 21, the evil one. I really like this, though I'm very biased, but she really fits the number 5 for me. Because I really like her art, like the evil way she can portray, and when she was released, it was so good. It was so good, especially when she was transforming. Like the earth shakens with her raw dark energy, just trying to eat you, you know? Yeah.
That did. All right.
So,
I didn't.
Yeah, just felt so menacing, and when Vita was just releasing, she was really good when she came to Legend.
I think honestly, Battle, that might be the only one that I disagree with. I think you gave her a little bit too much credit. At the 5th slot, I mean, it's your list, right? Like I already said at the beginning of the videos, like this art is 100% subjective. But for me, I feel like this Android 21 art didn't just hit that different for me. Right, I don't know. A big part of it though is just because I don't like her design when she transforms. Like I like it when she's just regular Android 21 instead of when she goes into like the purple form with all like the dots and stuff like that. But that again, that's just my own opinion right there. I still respect your pick right here, but I feel like it may be a little bit too high for me, and in my honest opinion. But for me, I actually have one that was already featured on your list, is LF Cooler. Right, and so you kind of already went into detail on him and all that good stuff. I can't even really show off the art here because I didn't pull him, unfortunately. Right, so, but yeah, I feel like they did a really good job on this in terms of like design, bro. Like I legitimately like Cooler just takes a dump on Frieza's design, for me. Yeah, Cooler's design is just absolutely impeccable, bro. Like no matter, he could have had the worst writing, he could have had the worst movie, like hands down, undisputably the worst movie in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, and I still would have gave him credit for this design right here. And I think that's a big part of what plays into why I chose this art as my 5th slot right here. I think everything about it is just, it's Cooler.
I agree. He's really cool. Though I feel like it kind of hurt when you said 21, but I feel like she deserves to be on the 5 spot. Just the same as your Goten is the number 10.
I had to put him on the very edge, though. I had to put him at the very end just to slide us, just to sneak him in there.
Mm-hmm. I need to respect the girls here. I need to respect it. Number 4. Super Saiyan 4 Goku the LF. The Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus I Shenron is one of the most awesome moments in Dragon Ball GT. Where the dragon just shoot up in the sky, just cover the city around, and then just falls down to your enemy. And the art in the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus on this is just amazing. Like he has 2 arts where one, he's showing 2 fingers right upon you, and then when he goes down, it is his second art where he is using the Dragon Fist against I Shenron.
Yeah, that is just, it's just something about the Super Saiyan 4s, bro. The Super Saiyan 4s are just too good, you know. And speaking of Super Saiyan 4s, for my 4th slot, it is also a Super Saiyan 4. I have Gogeta up here, and I have him relatively high. I honestly, I am biased towards this, right? I feel like his pose could have been a bit better. I would have liked to have him a little bit more zoomed in right here, but everything down to him just being Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You see the glimpse of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta in the background right here. Battle, you already featured this guy on your list as well, right? And then he even has the secret art and stuff like that. It's hard not to put him in right here, right? It's just he's just a fan favorite, and I think most of you guys will. But probably there's gonna be a lot of you guys in here that probably would put the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as your number 1 spot, and I necessarily wouldn't disagree with that. I think maxed out he could be at 2 for me though, at the very max, but I think he number 4 spot is still very respectable.
Number 3, Super Buu, the purple one. Now I know. Why this unit? Why this old unit that sucks right now in Dragon Ball Legends? Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When he used his Assault Rain to kill in the Dragon Ball universe, when Piccolo asked him, you need to kill everybody before you fight Goten and Trunks, he just went to the side on the lookout, walked and pointed his hand up in the sky, and just shoot a lot of rain and kill the entire humanity except for Hercule and those in the tower. And if you look at the art, look at the menacing thing. He's looking right at you. It is insane, bro. And one of the most iconic moments in Dragon Ball Z, how terrifying this guy can be.
You know, I honestly don't really disagree with this one. This one, because beforehand when you had first told me that this guy was on your list, I was like, there is no shot. But the secret art, the fact that how you could see, what was that movie even called? When he like lifts his hand into the air and stuff like that.
The Assault Rain, I think.
Yeah, like I don't know. They did a great job on that. It looks really damn good, and I think it's probably even if it's not in your guys' personal like top 5 or anything like that, I definitely do think it would be amongst the most underrated of arts in Dragon Ball Legends right here. But for me, another unit that Battle had already just recently covered, for me it is Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, the Super Saiyan 4 fanboy in me, right? I've always liked the Super Saiyan 4 form a lot. GT just it wouldn't have been GT without Super Saiyan 4 right here. And then just even down to the secret art, you could see like the Dragon Fist in the background right there. You see the lightning coming down on this man's right here. I feel like they went extreme, because I'm gonna be real honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's form. I feel like Goku Super Saiyan, I mean, I still like it, don't get me wrong, I still like it, but Goku Super Saiyan 4 form, I feel like is just so damn good. It is so like refined. And so that's why I have him right here, right down to the secret art, down to him just even with his pose right here. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Number 2, God of Destruction Beerus, the blue one. I know. Why this unit? Well, to me, when this unit was released and when I looked at his art, there is no way you cannot tell me he was about to Hakai you. Like, look at him stretching his hand right at you. That is so terrifying that he will literally just say Hakai, and you know how hype it would have been if he actually did it.
That's crazy, bro. So this is the Blue Beerus, right? Is the
Yes.
Blue Beerus that you have up right now?
Yes.
Dude, I'm not. I feel like they could go a lot harder on the Beerus arts. Personally, I feel like I have like a lot of critiques for the Beerus arts. I feel like not only with the Beerus arts, but just the cards themselves, right? Like I feel like obviously Blue Beerus was good. He's still good and stuff like that, but he never really got to like the top of the meta or anything like that. But meta aside, like we're not talking about PvP or anything like that. Art wise, it kind of like left me wanting more. I'm not gonna lie. It did leave me wanting a little bit more. I feel like because even with this LF art, I feel like it's, like I said before, that art came out right alongside the Godku Goku, right? The red one, and I still preferred the Godku one. Maybe I'm just a Beerus hater. I'm not. I don't even think that's true though, because I do like Beerus a lot as well.
That's why this is the blue Beerus. This is not the LF one.
I know, yeah, but it's just I feel like for both of them, it left me wanting more out of both. That's just personally how I feel though. But I still I respect the Beerus pick though. I do respect the Beerus pick there. For me, I think this one could honestly be interchangeable with my number 1 pick, just because this one is so good, bro. The Blue Boys. So I have the Blue Boys right here, and obviously, I think just right off rip, it's the fact that you have the inclusion of both Goku and Vegeta. This was the very first tag art right here, and you also have the secret art right here, which will lead them into going into their combined attack right here, right? Like, it is just, it's literally beautiful, bro. It is literally beautiful. Just seeing this and putting this up on the screen right here, it actually does make me want to go ahead and swap it in for the number 1 slot, but we'll still be okay with it right here at number 2. I probably think this is peak Legends right here. I think this is like the peak Legends, just celebration unit. I don't think any celebration unit has come close to this unit for me. Not even MUI Goku. Truth be told, I think the Blue Boys hold the crown for me in terms of the most hype, and the art definitely brings the thunder.
True. I agree with you. The Blue Boys is really good with the art and showing both designs of the characters, and showing Broly there in the middle, and then in the final art with both I don't really like the Kamehameha or the blast base because it's just shining white. So to me, I don't really like that, but I do really like the first art.
Okay, that's understandable, right? Everyone's gonna have their own opinions.
Yeah. Number 1. The legendary Super Saiyan Broly. The funny thing is, when you talk about the Blue Boys, who did they face? The one and the only Broly, the machine of just not stopping. He had just unfathomable energy just fighting the Blue Boys, especially to Gogeta. They had to fuse in order to stop this guy, and the art of the final art is just screaming with destruction. It's just oomph. I really like this art a lot, and I feel like the number 1 spot would be perfect for him, at least for me.
I think you just made a lot of Broly fans very, very happy with this pick. I cannot deny that this art is really damn good, especially when it comes down to the line work, when it comes down to everything. Just even like his pecs. His pecs are massive, bro. Like, it truly is the embodiment of Broly right there. I think they got this one down perfectly. So I honestly, I don't mind this being in your like number 1 spot at all. I think that is a really good pick, honestly. But for me, once again, I said that my number 1 is interchangeable with my number 2. I have MUI Goku. I feel like this was a unit that everyone was anticipating for such a long amount of time. I know his history given in actual PvP. A lot of people aren't really necessarily vibing with him, including myself, and especially Battle War, right? But PvP aside, I feel like this, even when you take out, even if this guy didn't have a secret artwork, I think he would still be in the high ranks right here. Just because I've always been a fan of MUI's aura, like this like galaxy like effect that he has around him. It truly feels godly, right? This feels more so godly than any of the other quote unquote Super Saiyan God forms, right? And even that's after me talking about how I really do enjoy the Super Saiyan God form a lot, just the standard red hair, how it looks slick. This looks like this truly looks like a form that is fitting of the gods right here. And then even when you do go into the secret art, it's pretty solid too. I think I low key, as I look at this more though, I kind of like the secret art more of the Blue Boys than actually of the MUI right here. I mean, this is still good, don't get me wrong, but just it's just this is what does it for me right here. It's just the standalone art right there.
I can 100% agree. Like, MUI's art is unfathomably very good. I really do like the aura too. Like, sure, the PvP is different, but we are only talking about art, and I can 100% agree that MUI's art with his aura shining is very good. I mean, I still have a problem with the secret art because I don't really like the secret art where they take from the anime. Well, I like I like more the art that is present, and then they change it up with the same art but the different form. I just don't like when they take from the anime to the art, because it doesn't feel like it's art. It feels like it's from the anime that is in there, which is sometimes good, but I just want to see the art of the character, not the like the anime character just put in the art.
That's understandable. I think that, I mean, I like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinions and stuff like that, but I definitely can see that, right? Sometimes the standard anime backgrounds do feel a little bit bland, and I kind of am feeling a little bit of that right now, right? But it's too late. I can't go back. This is my #1 slot. We have Battle's #1 slot right there. Before we exit the video, once again, I asked you guys at the beginning, let me know in the comments down below right now, what arts do you guys feel like deserve to be up here? Do you agree with my list? Do you agree with Battle's list? Do you hate our list? We want to know, because again, art is very, very subjective, right? Not everyone is going to like a certain piece of art. Not everyone's going to love it, but not everyone's going to hate it. Maybe a lot of people will. I don't know. It goes back and forth. There's an infinite spectrum of it when it comes to liking art itself. But this was our individual list right here. Let us know what you guys think. And as always, make sure you guys follow us on all of our social media platforms. We got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Obviously, you're here on YouTube. Make sure you guys do leave a subscribe and hit the bell for more Dragon Ball Legends content. I am Azdeek, joined today by Battle More. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.